Last night on Jimmy Kimmel Live, things got out of control. Elon Musk, the billionaire tech boss, was kicked off the set after a heated argument with Jimmy Kimmel. The clash shocked the audience. The studio turned into chaos, and social media exploded with reactions. Sources say it all started as a fun, high-energy interview. It all started when Musk began talking about his latest projects, but things quickly got tense. Jimmy's sharp jokes pushed Musk over the edge until he couldn't take it anymore. What happened next? He was asked to leave the set. That moment blew up online and became the top viral story of the night. Before we dive into this crazy story, tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more wild moments like this one. Elon Musk, the mastermind behind Tesla and SpaceX, walked onto the set with his usual confidence, ready to talk about his big ideas. But Kimmel wasn't in the mood for a friendly chat. He kicked things off with a sharp jab. "Elon, are you the future or just the punchline of it?" The crowd could feel the tension. Some laughed, while others looked uneasy, as Musk just smiled. Musk shot back, "I'm the future, Jimmy. You're just the past." Tension filled the air. Kimmel played a clip showing a problem on the Tesla production line, workers rushing to fix things. "That's the future, Jimmy," Musk smirked. But Kimmel wasn't done. "Is it genius or just a mess?" he asked. Musk calmly responded, "It's genius, Jimmy. We build, you mock." The crowd was split. Some cheered while others booed. The producers stood by, sensing the tension rising. The conversation started to veer off script, and tension began building quickly. Sources say the room was buzzing. Musk stayed calm, but Kimmel's eyes sparkled. He could feel something coming. The stage was set for a showdown, one that would end with Musk being kicked off. What grabbed everyone's attention wasn't just the beginning, but how quickly things got intense. Musk leaned in and said, "You don't get my hustle, Jimmy. I'm changing the game." "You're playing the game, Jimmy," Musk fired back. Kimmel didn't hold back. "Changing? You're breaking it." Musk shot back, "I'll show you." His words cut deep, and the crowd gasped. Some shouted, others pulled out their phones to record. The tension turned raw. Musk's jaw clenched, while Kimmel's grin grew wider. The night was quickly building to a fiery climax. The heat was only beginning to rise. The confrontation on Jimmy Kimmel Live last night quickly escalated into a fiery showdown. Jimmy Kimmel, with his sharp humor, began unraveling Elon Musk, the tech billionaire, with a series of quick jabs. What started as a tense interview turned into a heated battle, leaving the studio buzzing. Producers were on edge, and it became clear that the path to Musk's ejection had started to take shape. Sources say, after Musk boldly claimed, "I'm changing the game," and dismissed Kimmel's mocking, the host hit back with fiery words, turning up the heat. Kimmel, with a sly grin, focused on Musk's big promises. "Breaking it, Elon. Your rockets flop. Your cars glitch." Kimmel shot back, his voice dripping with sarcasm. As Kimmel played a clip of a SpaceX launch that went wrong, smoke filled the air. The crowd reacted quickly. Some laughed, others whispered. Musk's tone grew serious. "Flops? We're pioneers, Jimmy. You just laugh." His reply was firm and sharp, drawing both cheers and boos from the audience. The tension grew with every word. Kimmel pushed back, "Pioneer or prankster?" Kimmel shot back, "Elon, you're a walking blooper." Sources say Musk's eyes narrowed, his voice rising. "Blooper. I've built empires, Jimmy. You've built skits." His comeback was bold and heated, and the crowd erupted. Some shouted, "Go Elon," while others jeered. Meanwhile, producers whispered into their headsets, "He's biting." The mood shifted, the segment slipping from its playful vibe as the tension grew. Kimmel grinned. "Skits? You're the comedy, Elon. Your fuse is lit." His jab was personal, adding fuel to Musk's fire. What made it worse wasn't just the insults, it was Musk's defiance. Sources say he leaned forward and replied, "Comedy? I've got vision, Jimmy. I'm rewriting the rules. You're just reading them." Musk's tone became raw and intense, but Kimmel quickly fired back, "Vision? You're rewriting flops, Elon." He pointed at Musk, highlighting his tense grip. The audience grew more divided, some chanting, "Kimmel, Kimmel," while others jeered, their phones out, recording the moment. One post read, "Musk's mad," quickly gaining likes as the tension between them built even more. The stakes kept climbing, and the studio crackled with energy. Sources say Musk's hands tightened on the desk. "Flops? I'm the future, Jimmy. I'll outlast your laughs," he said, his voice trembling slightly. Kimmel quickly fired back, "Future? You're a punchline now, Elon." His words were sharp and ruthless, sparking an uproar from the crowd. Some stood, others yelled, while producers watched closely, sensing the heat. Producers signaled to break, their hands waving, but Musk wasn't backing down. "I'm not sparking, you're nothing," he snapped, his anger rising. The chaos grew, with insiders noting that Musk was boiling over. The night raced toward an explosive peak as Kimmel's relentless push continued. Jimmy Kimmel lived live erupted into a blazing inferno last night, with Kimmel's humor acting like a flamethrower. A relentless barrage of jabs pushed Elon Musk, the billionaire tech mogul, into a fiery confrontation. What started as a heated clash quickly turned into a public breaking point, leaving the studio tense and the audience divided. The path to Musk's ejection was becoming clearer. Sources say Musk's voice trembled as he defended his future, claiming, "I'm not sparking." Kimmel's ruthless taunt sparked a storm that's now taking over every screen. With a wicked grin, he sharpened his attack. "Punchline, Elon, your Tesla's a joke. Your rockets crash." His voice was biting and mocking as he played a montage of Tesla mishaps and SpaceX debris falling. The crowd reacted strongly. Some laughed, others were uneasy. The crowd gasped as Musk's jaw clenched. "Joke? I'm a trailblazer, Jimmy. You're a hack," he fired back, his voice loud and seething. The audience surged, cheers clashed with boos, and producers watched, their hands twitching as the live feed captured the rising tension. Kimmel pressed on, "Trailblazer? You're trailing chaos, Elon. Look at the mess." His jab was vicious and personal, and Musk snapped. Musk fired back, "Chaos? I've built order, Jimmy. You've built nothing." His words were fierce, trembling with rage. The crowd split. Some shouted, "Burn him, Elon," while others jeered, phones recording the moment. Posts exploded online. One reading, "Musk's raging, trending fast." Kimmel grinned. "Order? Your disorder, Elon. Your sparks are fading," he said, pointing at Musk's flushed face. The audience roared, some cheering, others booing. The crowd chanted, "Break him," while others shouted, "Chill." As the chaos grew, what turned the heat into a wildfire wasn't just the insults, it was Musk's fury. Sources say he stood up, slamming the desk. "Disorder? I'm the future, Jimmy. I'll bury you." His tone was raw and roaring, and Kimmel fired back, "Future? You're a flop show, Elon. Bury yourself." His taunt was ruthless, and the crowd split even wider. Some rushed to the edge of the stage while others yelled, and clips hit X. Musk's unhinged reaction was racking up shares as he shouted, "I'm not a flop. I'll crush you." His voice cracked with anger, his hands pounding the desk again, shaking the room. The tension ignited, and the studio became a tinderbox. Sources say producers signaled security, their voices urgent. "He's hot." But Musk kept going. "You're a nobody, Jimmy. I'm everything." His fury was intense, sweat dripping as Kimmel stood tall. "Everything? You're a tantrum, Elon." Kimmel fired back, his command sharp and piercing. The crowd reacted, their energy surging. The crowd erupted, some tossing cups, others live streaming the chaos. Musk roared, "I'm not crashing. You're done." His voice thundered, eyes wild. The confrontation reached its peak, with insiders noting that Musk was over the edge. The night was speeding toward a fiery collapse. Kimmel's pressure was unyielding, and Jimmy Kimmel Live hit its fiery zenith last night, as Kimmel's humor, like an ablazing torch, pushed Elon Musk, the billionaire tech mogul, into a chaotic collapse during a fiery confrontation. What started as a relentless showdown spiraled into a breaking point on live TV, leaving the studio in turmoil and viewers stunned. The internet erupted with reactions. Sources say Musk's thundering roar of, "I'm not crashing, you're done," was met with. Kimmel's final searing strike triggered a meltdown that led to Musk's ejection. The night reached its climax in a raw, volatile eruption. Kimmel, with a cold grin, landed the killing blow. "Crashing, Elon. Your empire's a wreck. You're the driver." His voice was sharp and cruel as he flashed a mock reel showing Tesla breakdowns and SpaceX flops. The crowd reacted strongly. Some laughed, others. The crowd gasped as Musk's face twisted in anger. "Wreck? I'm a titan, Jimmy. You're a speck." His voice boomed, shaking with rage. The audience surged, cheers clashing with boos as producers watched with hands frozen. The live feed held the chaos, exploding in real time. Kimmel pressed on, "Titan, you're a tire fire, Elon." Burning live. His jab was vicious and final, and Musk lunged forward. Musk fired back. "Fire? I've built the world. You've built nothing." His words were furious, his eyes blazing. Kimmel pounced. "World? You're a meltdown, Elon. Your sparks are toast." He pointed at Musk's trembling frame. The crowd roared, some chanting, "Fall! Fall!" while others shouted, "Hold on!" Phones were out, recording the intense moment. Posts surged, one reading, "Musk's done, trending fast." Musk roared, "I'm not toast! You're trash!" His hands slammed the desk, fury spilling as a loud bellow shook the stage. The confrontation exploded. Sources say Musk stood up fully, shouting, "Trash? I'm a legend, Jimmy. I'll crush you." Musk's voice was raw and unhinged as Kimmel leaned in. "Legend? You're a mess, Elon." Crashing live. live," Kimmel taunted mercilessly. The audience surged. Some stood filming, others yelled, while clips hit X instantly. Musk's meltdown went live, one post racking up shares, another showing his roar. "He's lost it," read one viral post, as millions watched. Musk shouted, "I'm not a mess! You're nothing!" Musk's voice shook, and the desk rattled as the chaos overwhelmed him. His control was gone. What sealed his ejection was Musk's unraveling. Sources say he ripped off his mic, shouting, "I can't take this! You're dead!" His voice was a mix of rage and exhaustion as he hurled the mic at the floor, the crash echoing. Kimmel laughed, then said, "Dead? You're the wreck, Elon. Get out!" His words. The crowd erupted in a brutal final moment, some rushing the stage, others chanting, "Kick him!" As security lunged and grabbed Musk, he thrashed, shouting, "Let me go! I'll walk!" His fury blazed. The confrontation peaked, with insiders saying, "He's shattered." The night ended with Musk's exit, and Kimmel's Jimmy Kimmel Live descended into sheer anarchy last night as Elon Musk, the billionaire tech mogul, was kicked off the set after a fiery confrontation. His thrashing, roaring exit on live TV left the studio in shambles, with viewers stunned and the internet exploding in the aftermath. The clash that broke him live sent shockwaves. Sources say Musk's furious cry, "Let me go, I'll walk," as he tore free from security marked the end of his stand. Kimmel's cool triumph echoed through the chaos. The night reached a blazing peak as Musk's fury was unleashed. He broke free from security's grasp, shouting, "I'll walk! I'll walk!" His voice was a ragged bellow as he stormed toward the exit, his frame tense and Musk's face was flushed as Kimmel stood with arms crossed. "Get out, Elon! Your mess is totaled." His taunt was sharp and victorious, and the crowd roared, some cheering, others gasping, "No, Elon!" Security trailed behind, hands hovering but unable to stop his stomping retreat. The live feed captured every wild stride as Musk's figure disappeared into the wings, a tempest fading into the background. The studio lights blazed as the audience went wild. Sources say some surged forward, phones flashing, filming Musk's stormy exit. Others pounded their seats, shouting, "He's out!" while a few cried in support, "Musk forever!" The room was a clash of noise, with producers stunned, their headsets buzzing. "He's off! Keep it live!" one producer stammered. The broadcast held, showing the wrecked desk where Musk once sat, now a symbol of his collapse. Kimmel leaned in and said, "That's the Musk exit, folks. All noise, no traction." His voice dripped with mockery, sparking roars of laughter as chaos reigned. Some tossed cups, others live-streamed, the energy untamed. What turned this? What turned the moment into a spectacle wasn't just the rage, but Musk's downfall. Sources say his last snarl, "I'll bury you," barely audible, echoed as he vanished. His defiance drowned in anger while Kimmel waved, saying, "Bury me? You buried yourself, Elon. See you." His final barb was ruthless. The crowd split wider, cheers clashing with boos as clips exploded on X. Musk's frantic exit started trending with posts like, "He's done." One post read, "Racking up shares," while another showed his mic toss. "Kimmel kicked him," it said, going viral as millions watched the wreckage loop. Sources say producers let it roll and the ratings spiked, a goldmine. The chaos was too hot to stop. The immediate aftermath hit hard as Musk's team scrambled backstage. Sources hint he raged into a corner, shouting, "They'll regret this." His voice was a furious rasp, with aides rushing to shield him. Meanwhile, Kimmel strutted, saying, "That's how you boot a blowhard," earning deafening cheers from the crowd. Some surged the stage, others filmed as security cleared the wings. The night ended in a smoldering wreck online, and the tide turned fast. Musk crashed. One thread read, "Kimmel's king." Another claimed, with analysts noting, he broke him live. The host's win was locked, and the fallout was poised to blaze on, a storm just beginning. The fallout from Elon Musk's ejection from Jimmy Kimmel Live last night after a fiery confrontation has sparked a torrent of reactions. The billionaire tech mogul's stormy exit ended with his furious backstage roar, "They'll regret this." What began as a live TV clash turned into a global spectacle, leaving Musk's bravado in tatters and Kimmel's victory blazing across the internet and airwaves. The internet was buzzing with takes that won't fade. Sources say what started as a hype-filled interview ended with Musk being kicked off, his downfall igniting a viral blaze. The clash's ripples shook everything in its path. Musk's backstage rage landed like a spark. Insiders report he paced, fists clenched, shouting, "They'll regret this," his voice a raw snarl as aides hurried him out, cameras capturing every moment. Musk's social media swarmed as X erupted. His tweet, "I'll rise higher," posted later, pulled in 190,000 likes, but was drowned by replies like, "You crashed, Elon," trending trending fast. Clips of his Stormy exit and mic toss looped millions of times. Musk booted. A viral thread claimed memes of his retreat, captioned "Tesla tantrum," flooded TikTok and Instagram. Supporters rallied, saying, "He's a fighter." "They're weak," one post pleaded, but the tide surged, leaving Musk's image bruised. Kimmel's camp basked in glory. Sources say his next show opened with, "We had Musk. He flared. I floored him." His smug, victorious quip pulled in record ratings, a 65% surge, snagging viewers hooked on the drama. The chaos continued as insiders hinted Kimmel was gloating. "He burned. I won," he said, his team buzzing and eyeing more bold moves. Analysts noted he truly owned the moment. Though some whispered Musk might be plotting his comeback, the triumph came with its risks. The crowd's cheers echoed, with Kimmel rules ringing online, solidifying his edge. The internet split like a fault line, with Musk's fans mourning, saying they ambushed him. He's the fallout turned into gold. One post read, "Racking up shares," while critics feasted on Musk's public flop. Another clip went viral, sparking debates on whether it was fair. Trending clips of his fury were dissected. "He snapped," one pundit said. "Kimmel played it perfect," another added. Analysts predicted a Tesla PR hit and a drop in stock. Chatter spiked, and SpaceX murmurs grew. His brand was singed. Sources say Musk was holed up, fuming, talking about a counterstrike, maybe a Tesla stunt. His silence was deafening. The ejection left a scar that's sticking. The ripple effects were seismic, rattling late nights. Experts called it a shift. Kimmel didn't just flip the script, he fried it. One source said networks are eyeing riskier guests or tighter control, fearing they'll fade if they misstep. Meanwhile, viewers were divided. Half cheered Musk's fall from Titan status, while half cringed, thinking it was too harsh. The clash became a cultural burn. Musk's fall, Kimmel's peak, now etched in viral lore. This isn't over, it's just a fuse. Musk's comeback is waiting. Kimmel's next move is about to light up, so stay tuned. If you're loving this chaos, hit that subscribe button now.